The toybox killer Dave Parker Ray was a killer who had accomplices, such as his own daughter and friend kidnap girls. Then he would proceed to chain them up on a doctor-like table and then torture and R-word them. Dave Parker Ray would torture the victim with surgical tools, R-word them himself, and use many homemade, very disturbing sex toys, and also let some of his friends R-word his victims as well. He was good at making the sex toys because he was a mechanic. Dave would normally unalive the victim or have his friend unalive them by strangulation. If he didn't unalive them, he would drug them, where he would use drug mixtures that would cause the victim to not know exactly what happened and ditch them somewhere. Police were never able to recover a body, but it's said that he unalived 60 plus women. The reason he's called the Toybox Killer is because the place he held women captive was a trailer near his house on the outskirts of his town. He called it the Toy Box or Satan's Den. He was finally arrested after a woman in his toy box escaped. She was there with Dave's daughter, and his daughter left the chain keys on the table next to her, and she lunged at it, freeing a hand, and she got free after fighting with Dave's daughter for a bit. She then fled to the neighbor who called the cops. Dave Parker Ray was arrested that day. Another thing Dave did to his victims was put them in this weird box at night while he slept. He had a trial that lasted 2 weeks. The woman that escaped testified against him, but her memory was very foggy, so she couldn't remember anything after when she was kidnapped. Dave tried to convince the jury that it was just some bondage kink, but the escaped victim called him out. But the jury was split between guilty and not guilty, so they had a retrial that lasted 2 months. His friend testified against him and told them the truth, that he had been kidnapping girls and torturing and wording them, and said how Dave made him unlive one of them. He ended up getting around a 230-year sentence but died from heart failure 8 months in. That's the horrifying story of Dave Parker Ray, aka the Toy Box Killer.